WuTum, a newcomer, looking right at home, looking comfortable on the main stage.
Yeah, honestly, it's surprising how mature he was. I had a conversation with him in the back. He said, you know, not quite ready for those interviews yet. Still waiting for that big moment. But here we go. Game number 1 on its way. Foe versus Business. Can WuTum, the rookie from Finland, just 17 years old, the youngest player in the HCS, can he propel his team forward against a very strong Business roster?
Off the start, Business showing their strength as they've got about 3/4 of the way towards a 1-0 lead on Livefire. King of the Hill starting off our day 2, 10:30 a.m. coverage here live, exclusively casted on LVT Halo. Appreciate everybody being here with us with a cup of coffee bright and early in the morning for some Halo as zMightys looks to defend the back of B. He's got the push coming through from Business on the garage door side. Got to worry about the flaker on the nest bridge. Great positioning, great decision making there from the newcomer. Again, another one. Last shot.
Business did a fantastic job there, right? They gave him a double dilemma. 2 players went out through the big door, the other 2 flanked towards Nest, essentially collapsing on those players inside the hill. It was easy enough for them to break through, get in, and, well, you can see the time speaks for itself. Look at them. They're jumping out so they can rotate earlier. Once they're in a position where they feel comfortable, Manny will jump back in that hill, and they will capture it.
Oh, this is meticulous use, manipulation of the hill time as Business are going to be able to lag that score, potentially set up on the snipe side, but it's WuTum, another rookie who's got the positioning, wise, veteran-like positioning at the top of tower. He's actually got the early rotation to C, and you can kind of see him waving his teammates along. Come on, guys, we got the setup over here at C, just waiting for more of the crew to come through as we see zMightys finally secure some time.
And WuTum essentially has a ball and chain on his feet right here. You cannot move. It's so important for him to maintain these spawns. And with 3 going down for Business, last shot, the only player left alive, Foe will have a lot more freedom to decide where to move next. Did he hear someone?
He did? No, he did not.
It's interesting to lose that high ground position. We'll see if that ends up costing them, because here comes Business. They're stacking up together. They're looking for a break.
You start staying alive. You stay alive for longer than a minute in Halo, and you start thinking something's wrong. Like, where's the action? Why have I not faced damage? And you almost wonder if WuTum pushes out a little too soon there as he does end up going down, but Foe are no worse for the wear as they secure 50% on this second hill, looking to tie it up against Business.
Avenue, this kid has some of the best shots in the game. When you talk about just pure raw skill, Avenue's right up there with the rest of them. Honestly, I think these tournaments are a big deal for him because he'll see massive improvement just getting repetitions on this stage and against these teams. I have a feeling that Avenue's going to have his stock raise a little bit by the end of this tournament.
Virtually tied on this hill. Now instead it's Business taking a little bit of a lead, but that can turn into a big lead if they continue through with their control. Avenue with that advantageous positioning at the top of snipe, but he's got low shields, drops down to S1 as well, and he drops back to the respawn screen. Sniper now in the hands of a 1 HP member of Foe as TchiK, 1 HP, securing some time, seeing some efficient use of the sandbox and of the positioning for Foe as they use that to get right back in it, virtually tied right at about the 90 percentile.
Avenue's just in a blender, spawning up and just not able to get himself in an advantageous position. Last shot so often being the last player alive for his team, and well, he just has to concede. We see that, just jumps up, says, I'm getting this sniper off the map, you guys can have this hill, we're gonna go next.
Look at Jimbo, look at the rotation from C to instant A. He's putting pressure immediately on the early time for Business, but they do a good job to secure the hill, secure the slate on that Jimbo push. As 2 members go down for Foe, make it 3, and Business are going to have that early rotation onto the next hill and the scoring to match.
Great shots from Taulek, put 1 down, and now no one from Foe is really in a position to contest this hill. The only thing they do have going for them is they got green spawns. They'll have pretty quick access to make a counterattack, and with 2 players going down, Business are in trouble.
Plenty of time left for Foe to make their push. No reason to overextend. Best to rely on your teamwork and strategy. Oh! Potential out DMR instead. WuTum takes down Taulek.
WuTum was about to be welcome to the league right there. Let me tell you what, WuTum, hey, thank you for hitting that last shot.
Welcome to the league, rookie. As WuTum does eventually take down Taulek, albeit with a windmill. But hey, it's not about how you get the slay. It's just about getting it here in high-level HCS competition, as we have another highly contested hill here. The third hill, a potential to break a 1-1 tie with less than 3 to go. This one's going to be extremely consequential, as it looks like Foe are going to take the edge on the scoreboard, but Business take control of the hill. No, that slay on to last shot. Taulek goes down eventually after, and if Avenue goes down, he does. This is going to give a slight numbers edge to Foe, and they're going to take advantage of it. Manny, last player alive, potential to make a hero play, but no, he gets perfected by Jimbo as Foe look to go up 2-1.
I think Manny was a little bit too desperate right there. He could have absolutely backed down, wait for the spawners, allow them to come up and have reinforcements on this push. Instead, Business have no real recourse because Manny going down, inherently down numbers. They decide just to go next, but having that third hill, that is the most important hill in the game, because from here on out, if Foe gets this hill, it's basically GG. You're going to waste so much neutral time. Business will just trying to get this hill.
Foe get the previous score. Very difficult to get the rotation on this next hill, as it's on the opposite side of where that previous hill lies. That's why Business is able to get in it, get the first 25% or so on the board, but Foe are making their move on the backside of Mud. Jimbo pushing through. He's got help and support. Most importantly, he's got the sniper in his hands. Hitting Manny with the no-scope. No, he does land another body. We saw Jimbo consistently land those body no-scope headshot cleanups yesterday, but he doesn't get one there.
Well, 3 going down right here, Foe. This is a tough spot for them to bounce back from. They're spawning all the way at screens. It's going to be a long trek in order for them to get there. And Taulek, well, he is on a 1v3. He still gets the value of that sniper. Foe's in, but this is going to be tough.
Oh!
They get the break. Now you just have to hold for an extended period of time.
And Garrett, I'm wondering if this is desperation. Maybe you call GG go next. You play for that next rotation. Foe down considerably on this hill, but they take down 3 for Business, and zMightys is pushing out the spawns, putting pressure instantly on the side of A. As you also see Business working through on a pinch through the C side of the map, and zMightys goes down, so too does WuTum, and it looks like Business are in a good spot to tie things up.
TchiK will just stay at this high ground. Has those eyes on the camouflage. His teammates will spawn there, so Camo should go relatively easy towards the side of the rookie in the scene. WuTum, first major camo on, going against the other rookie in the last shot.
Last shot! Steals it with the out DMR. That's a reversal right there. I didn't see the medal on his screen, but a reversal nonetheless. Is QT up on the opposite side, so too are 4 members of Foe, all getting those green spawns. 3 trickle out to A, 1 takes positioning on the desk bridge, as Last Shot takes his sights to the top of Snipe. It begins the battle with the rookie of the, another rookie. These 2 rookies going back-to-back in battles, and Last Shot wins 2 in a row.
Last Shot's just in such a powerful position here, right? You see how they have a spawn blocker over at A and Manny, and Last Shot's going to be the one in charge on the tower side. This forces spawns through green. It takes way too long for them to even try to contest. Instead, they'll be set up for this next hill, but Business, they're going to be well coordinated on this back push. Great flank by one of the players of Foe to take care of Last Shot. Much needed, as they're going to need this next hill. One thing I will say, both these teams super efficient on the hill time thus far. We're going into these final hills with still 2 minutes of neutral time on the clock.
Yeah, it looks like we'll see a match that plays to score, not time, as both teams have really pushed for objective control for now. WuTum controlling the snipe tower once again. Sniper up as well, as WuTum gets the reversal of his own on Manny. Great job there. Goes one-on-one again with Last Shot, but it looks like Last Shot steals the snipe. Gets a body shot onto WuTum. That's going to send him back down to low shields, but once again, WuTum is playing his life so well.
Check out the play from Last Shot. He went all the way towards overshield.
He picked it out. He picked it out with the perfect 5 shots. WuTum gets the better of Last Shot. We've seen these 2 rookies go back and forth as WuTum gets back-to-back slays, and Foe tied things up at 3. 2 minutes left to go. This one's absolutely going the distance.
I'm bewildered by the decision from Business there. You know, they're doing bad business. You cannot play that far away from the hill. You get caught out, it's instantly over on trying to contest that whatsoever. It's a tied game, and well, Foe also have won the rotation. This is going to be a tough position for Business to fight out of.
Tied 3-3 in a game 1. This one feels consequential despite how early it is in the day. The first match of the day at that. As zMightys pushes up through the sandbag side of the map, gets some cross shots down on the desk bridge, gets the mark assist, and with Camo up now, I love this play. He's going to go away from the action. allow Foe to score time and secure the camel. That's a 2-for-1.
Took the hill.
Oh, Mighty's incognito. Oh.
You gotta take that.
No, it's his teammate.
Faded. Sorry about that, guys. It's early. We're excited about the payload.
I'm so curious why they're going on this massive flank, though. All the way towards the back of the green. You don't really want to spawn here. And you can see Foe's been really cautious. They find the Quantum Translocator player.
This is your chance to push through mid. You could argue, but Mighty's secures the flank and secures 4 down for business as Foe take the lead.
Absolutely massive. So Foe, they sent players to every single lane. That long flank was to preoccupy someone over towards Nest. They all pushed up towards the same time. Business had too many people to take care of, and they had no recourse to get back towards the hill. That long, drawn-out flank wins the game.
And you know what? Maybe business was expecting the same thing we were with the camo push. You push right through the dummy bridge or maybe even through top mid, but Mighty's goes on the long flank and business lose track of them. They lose track of the timing. They lose track of the positioning. They go 4 down and Foe go 4 up. A 4-3 thriller. Live fire game 1 is Foe take a 1-0 lead of the series.
Honestly, Foe, it was looking dire at some points, right? They had the early lead. They got the swing hill and hill 3, but lost 2 back-to-back. But they made the hill, like their 3rd and 4th hill look so easy, which is surprising because those are 2 hills that are relatively hard to get, especially that 3rd hill where they were so effective at capturing that. It's the initial spawn hill on its 2nd rotation. They made it look like it was the easiest hill in the world.
It's impressive for Foe because you had business score first, and in every single instance where Foe scored next, business followed up and retained that 1 hill lead that they earned off the start. But after 2 in a row and that impressive wide flank from Foe and zMightys, Foe steal game 1. And Garrett, what a treat we have here in this opening round matchup. You got one of the Rookie of the Year's phenom potentials on Foe and on business. You got LastShot versus WuTum. Keep an eye on these two throughout the series.
Recharge Slayer up next. Classic map, but a map that has a tendency to slow down in big moment games.
This one feels like it could go the distance. This one feels like, I'm not talking about the series here, I'm talking about the match itself. A potential match that does play at a time after we had just seen a game 1 live fire where they meticulously played for scoring. I think this one could go even longer in the sense that it just feels like stalemates could occur often and maybe even early throughout the match. You have to imagine Foe has a tremendous amount of respect for business. Let's not forget business qualified for pool play, but they lost their 4th in Druk, who could not make it to the United States. As we switch gears here, a little bit of HCS Red Zone. We got continuous action. We're going to be covering the A, B, C, D stream as we see Complexity take on Lore Gaming. This is the team from Mexico that made history yesterday, and this is a team to watch out for. You got a Tapping Buttons captaining this squad. He got top 4 at the opener last year. Can he do it again?
Well, one thing you can notice right away, Tapping Buttons and the rest of Lore Gaming up 1-0 in this oddball already, and they just keep throwing Complexity onto that respawn screen. I honestly, in my pre-Arlington rankings, I had this Lore roster breaking top 8. I didn't quite see them making that top 6 finish, and I thought it was going to be because of teams like Complexity that are going to be the gatekeepers to that top 6. If they can beat out Complexity, I think Lore has some higher sights ahead of them.
I thought the same thing, Garrett, and remember, this is a Complexity team that takes a 1 seed in their pool over an Optic Gaming roster who at home at HCS Arlington you'd think is the #1 team, but it's Complexity for now. Granted, Optic did beat Complexity yesterday, but they hold on to that rank for now, and they need to take down Lore Gaming. 2 go down on each side of the map as we see a 36-60 lead for Lore Gaming, doubling up on Complexity for now, and they're in the lead in this game 1, winning round 1. Can they put the finishing touches here? Complexity has something to say about it. Ryan with the potential rotation, but Tapping Buttons shuts it down.
That Tapping is just very patient right there, waited to find Ryan unsuspecting, and well, the perfect shots make a perfect play. Precision and the rest of Complexity spawning so far away from this ball. Suddenly you look at the clock and you're saying, man, we got like 2-3 good pushes left in us. Let's make sure we don't let them go to waste. 3 going down for Lore, Tapping by himself.
Oddball gets tossed out, but picked up quickly by
don't do this.
Ryan and the rest of Complexity as Tapping Buttons goes down in the side of C. That's going to open up the tram for Complexity. They bought a ticket to ride that train as they might just ride the C side of the map to a comeback victory. They've been down 30 seconds for what feels like the entirety of the time that we've had on this. But they're now starting to break through. 3 go down for Lore Gaming. Tapping buttons, last player alive, but I love how he plays this patiently and earns the close spawns on red for the rest of his squad.
Well, Huss looking for redemption in this match. Only 6 kills thus far, but a camouflage to work with. He gets spot outed by... Oh, please. Don't do this, Huss. Oh, okay. Ooh. Close one. Noble caught him out, but was not able to finish. Guys, we're going to stay tuned to the other match. So we'll keep you guys updated on what's happening here on Alpha, but we have our game 2 between Foe and Business on its way. If you want to see more of that Mexican roster, go check out the Alpha stream.
Foe winning the opening break, up 4-3. Winning the camo as well. WuTum patiently looking to find a good use case for it as he earns the assist. And with the remaining moments of camo, takes down Taulek and switches to the shock rifle. Perfect shots on a Manny for the double kill. Quick flick with that mouse and keyboard as Foe are up 3.
WuTum looking for the 5th in a row. And while there's 3 players teed up at the back of Pipes, but a very patient play from Foe right here. They want to make sure they have the numbers first. There's number 5, 6, and 7.
Oh! He gets the double too. Garrett, we talked about yesterday, WuTum, there's certainly no way the mouse and keyboard player picks up the sticky controller-based shock rifle, but oh man, I'm so excited to see WuTum 6-1 in this matchup, first matchup of the day, and what a reveal for the potential rookie of the year. As WuTum continues to slay out, eventually goes down. And now, though, shock in the hands of Jimbo. It's another play you'd love to see with it if you're a fan of Foe.
Jimbo quickly becoming a veteran in the European Halo scene. It feels like it was only a few years ago where this was the newest kid on the block and it was causing waves. And now he's the one that really has to be the leader for this roster. He gets that C spawn, right? So he wants to block over that C spawn. It cuts off any sort of access to the camouflage. Allows Jimbo to get this relatively free in Business. They didn't even spot him going for camo. He's going to have free reign on this push.
Jimbo with the kit, the ultimate combo as he takes his sights to Taulek. Taulek with a couple sticky grenades. Going to do enough damage and chaos to help his teammate earn the slay and earn the shock rifle right back. Now in the hands of another rookie. Last shot, what can he do with it? He's only got 1 last shot and it misses, but takes down zMightys. And now looking to just secure the back of C. Foe have done a great job to build a 7-kill lead, but Business feel like they're starting to roll a little bit.
Last shot trying to just increase his pace. He's been just causing mayhem at the back of Foe's base, and well, they were able to get 3 down, cutting this lead to 5. And you can see Foe very constricted on the map right here. We'll see if Business take this at a cautious pace or they're just going to try to push the pressure. And well, here we go. They're flying through. 3 going down once again for Foe. And it might be an instance of a wash and repeat sort of a spot right here where they're just consistently pushing into these spawners.
2 back-to-back winning sequences for Business have them right back in this match, down just 1 team wipe, 4 kills as Manny pushes up through the smaller side of the map, pushing in now into A. He's got plenty of support here on this side as Avenue supporting his squad with the double kill. Eventually gets cleaned up by zMightys though, and for now, Manny just going to take the high ground, try to play off these spawns after that double from Av.
zMightys is playing an important role right here. He's gotten 2 kills thus far, but he split off his teammates early on when they spawned over at A. Got to see plat. Business was never expecting that and basically got that space necessary to eventually get behind these players and to buy Foe a little bit more time, get those couple kills, and to stop that snowball from becoming an avalanche in that situation. Now you're going to start to see a lot more trade for trade Halo. It's going to be this camouflage that could break the standstill between these teams.
Business have only had 1 shot with the shock rifle. Foe have had 2 fully loaded clips with it. That could be the difference in a very close match. 30-27 now. It was once a double-up lead at about the 15-8 mark or so, but Business have bounced back. Manny now looking to push through on the long haul side, takes down Jimbo with the headshot. Avenue with another slay. Feels like he's really settling in as Manny pushes him through with the battle rifle, looking to pinch here. Avenue with great positioning and another double kill. Avenue starting to find his form.
Oh, Foe, they just need to get 4 up at the same time, ready to play. Every time it feels like when that 4th player comes up, a player pushes out and immediately dies. And once again, right, you have 4 up. Someone tries to make the opening play, and Well, Mighty's gets taken down early. Business, they're going to soar on the next spawners.
32-32 as Business have came back in this one. Nearly down 2 team wipes at one point. Now they're up 2, 32-34 as Manny stays alive, does not trade out, and that's important. Sitting at a 2.0 KD. He's adding another one to the board as he wins the 1v1 against Mighty. Goes down shortly after.
Fantastic spree right there from Manny. 6 kills in a row before he was eventually taken down. And, well, during that spree, Business were able to reclaim their lead. Foe, they came out the gate so strong, but it feels like they haven't been able to figure out what pace they should play ever since Business started to come on this, start to attempt this comeback.
Once Foe started spawning at the back of C, they haven't quite figured out how to push and move out of it now. WuTum on the other side, taking down Avenue. That's going to send Business back to C, potentially, but no, actually with Foe having a chick, it looks like on the C platform, probably going to see some elevator spawns, I assume, for Business. So, how does Foe trap this spawn?
Look, the shock rifle is back in WuTum. Remember how this all started? It was WuTum getting so many important kills with the shock rifle. This is a power position, but because they're spawning at A, I don't really like being on that bat ledge. You need to try to get yourself a little bit forward so you can see into those A spawns.
Entirely agree. WuTum doesn't quite have the cross, doesn't quite have the angle. He's going to have to work his way over here to glass. And he does. Split. Now he has the angle. Now he has the shots as he helps take down TchiK. It looks, or excuse me, Taulek, as it looks like TchiK will trade out. Camo in the hands of Mighty's, and he can make a play here. But Avenue wins another one. Massive win. Reversal headshot on a Mighty's as Business retained the lead. Up 2 in the 40s. Headshot, though, from WuTum on the other side. Brings Foe right back. Can he do it again on last shot? No, but he does get enough damage to continue to push through. 3 go down for Business, and Foe have map control. And now the lead, up 1.
Here comes the push. Last shot by himself. Has 3 players surrounding him. A pack of wolves descending upon him. Taulek, though, comes in just in time.
Oh! WuTum popping off in the end game moments. He's got the ice and he's got the shot. Put it to good use. No more shock rifle to work with. And you almost wonder if he keeps it in his back pocket, tries to retain control of the next shock rifle. If they do, they likely control
Taulek's on an island.
This lead.
Taulek, look at this push from Taulek. He's so far separated from the rest of his teammates. Putting pressure over on the right side. Foe have to find a pick.
48. 45. Business numbers are dwindling. 49, 45 now. Mighty's with a double kill of his own. We saw Avenue with that throughout most of this match, but it might not be enough. One more kill is all they need. They earned the trades. They earned the Game 2 victory, and what looked like a series tie is now a 2-0 lead for Foe as we switch gears once again. Complexity tying up this Game 1 against Lore. What are you giggling about, Garrett?
I'm just saying, one round of oddball took an entire Slayer game.
Yeah.
That doesn't describe oddball, but we're right in the final moments, and Complexity have completely changed.
They're gonna take it.
This game, and unless some miracle happens, Acid got the back smack just in time. 2 more players from Complexity have to stave off the rest. Noble has got the ball, and well, they only need 20 more seconds. Complexity is going to spawn very far away.
And despite being 2 seconds away from a victory in Game 1, Complexity now back against the wall. They have one final push.
Here. Acid needs to be cautious. They're pushing up on the right side. If he can stay hidden and allow these players to push through, he'll have an easy kill on one. Haas is going to be the first target. He goes down. The next one pushes through. The ball goes into the hands.
Hey, Complexity steal it. They take 4 down from Lore. And Garrett, it looked like Acid had the positioning. What happened?
Ryan Noob and the rest of Complexity said, we'll just take the quickest possible route. They knew that the trap was coming, but they just played through it. They said, don't look back. Continue going forward. All we need to do is get the kill and pick up the ball. When you only need 1 or 2 seconds, you can just overwhelm at a certain weak point in the defense, right? If there's 30 seconds left in the game, you never make that play. That'd be a horrible play, right? Ryan Noob and the rest of Complexity would all just be taken down. But because you only need 1 or 2 seconds, you can play bad Halo and get good results.
Wow. Continuous action taking place here on the LVT Halo stream as we bounce around to all of the matches taking place 4 simultaneously for the next couple of hours. We got some early morning Halo with you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you got your coffee. Hope you got some food. Hope you got everything situated for the day, Garrett, because this is going to go the distance deep into the night. We got the free-for-all finals to end things later. We're going to play all the way through to the top 4 as we take a look at some pool play results from day 1. Garrett, does anything stick out to you as we take a look at the graphic?
Honestly, it's going to be this matchup between the 2 that we've been watching, man. It's just, these are the 2 teams that are going to cause chaos in their pools. Complexity, I think we're very lucky to get that first game away from Lure, because I think Lure had an incredible setup there. They absolutely could have gone the distance and won that game. On the other side, man, it's that third round is going to be real interesting to me. All right, Optic obviously is going to be a fun one to watch. I don't necessarily doubt the results over there, but that Cloud9 Shopify Rebellion match is going to have a lot on the line, right? Shopify Rebellion, they're basically pretty confirmed to have a #1 seed as long as they beat Cloud9. But if Cloud9 is able to upset Shopify and upset another team, like, we could potentially see Sentinels completely fall out of contention.
Absolutely. When we took a look at this graphic to start the day, we had the gut feeling that somebody was going to get eliminated that started off in pool play. And
Mikowski, I got a question for you, right?
What's up?
If you're Sentinels right here, so you have a chance of getting second place. The way for that to happen is Cloud9 has to beat Proton and then lose the next 2 matches. Or you can guarantee yourself third in the pool if Cloud9 loses all 3. The question is, do you gamble and play for second place, like want second place, or do you are you wanting Cloud9 to lose 3 if you're Sentinels?
Absolutely. I'm going for gold, and in this case, a winner's round start in the bracket. Keep in mind, again, Garrett, the format kind of switching back and forth last year, and they ultimately end up on 3rd place in pools, taking a lower round 1 start. 4th place gets sent home. You don't even get a chance to compete in the champ bracket. As we kick things off here, game 3, hopping on board with an overshielded TchiK.
I mean, Foe giving business some lessons right now. They sent them 4 down right away. Okay, I forgot that player had overshield. I thought we saw playing melee on land. No, folks, just a little extra shields to work with, right? So a difference from season 2 to season 3. That overshield going to be on Aquarius for now on, and TchiK shows why it's valuable, and he is just dissecting the players of business. This is going to be a 1 flag in early for Foe.
That overshield's so crucial. With flag in your hands, you got a 90% chance to secure it. If you're on the defensive side, I'd say you got a 90% chance to stop that score from happening. If you're able to grab OS off the start, it allows Foe to take a quick start and a 1-0 lead in a series where they're already up 2. Business need to get a little bit going, and they got a flag out here.
Well, one thing, so I was talking to Laz before we came to the event, Coach Callis, as some people will know him, and the one thing he said about this Foe roster is Aquarius flag. Look out for this team. He believes that they're one of the best, if not the best, Aquarius flag team in the game. And WuTum's making people look silly at the back of Fridge. And well, you can see business, they've had no answer to the onslaught that Foe has been putting on. This is a second flag that looks primed to come in.
WuTum looking like he's an Olympic gymnast, using the high bar to take down last shot with the acrobatic back smack. As 2 go down on each side, Foe with another flag out, looking to go up 2-0. But Business do a good job taking down all members of Foe. WuTum, the last player alive, but he's not going to be able to make a play. Instead, flags are going to get reset and re-racked.
Foe, they talked about the one thing they wanted to change from last year to this year was they wanted to be the aggressors. They felt like a lot of the games slipped out of their hands because they let the other team dictate the pace. You're seeing that come to fruition right away, right? 4 players went down. They're all spawning their back base. A lot of teams, they just stay in that back base. No, Foe, they immediately push out. They cause chaos. Yes, Manny's able to get this overshield, but Business haven't been able to advance the game state since because Foe is just flooding players out of the base.
Massive play for Foe. They go 3 down, but their compromises in taking down Manny, the overshield, that's going to allow them to come off their back foot, spawn, and potentially play defensively. The overshield and the 3 slays. Enough, though, for Business to get another run. They have it through the midway part of the map. Jimbo goes down, and it looks like Business have the control, have the numbers to tie things up. They do. Foe go 3 down, and assuredly, this one will be tied at 1. But wow, the flag doesn't get much further despite all the slays. Shots going into the back of Taulek as Foe have a chance to stop it, but it looks like they're ultimately going to score.
A little escort path right there for Taulek. Honestly, that melee that just did not get a lunge there for TchiK is very consequential. Having to lose that second of timing allowed Taulek to get around the corner with that flag because TchiK was not missing a shot from across the range.
That got a little sketchy there for Business, and you have to wonder if the timing has now allowed Foe to counter. It does, but that's fool's gold. 4 go down immediately afterwards. Business are going to push off the back foot. Now they're on the aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, they are flying. Look, they were able to play so fast that Manny flipped out their spawn towards Fridge instead of back base. That's just a pace that you do not see in Business. Have essentially a free run through the car side. Now, Foe have lived and completely overextended on the P side. It's going to come down to the slays in the middle of the map.
Business really picking up the pace here. But a flag goes out for Foe. Business are going to have to earn a wipe and a reset here. This flag run becomes much more difficult because of it. As the opening break goes down, Business have the edge as Jimbo heads back to the respawn screen. That's flag sitting out precariously with about 10% left, so it looks like time could earn the reset. It does, and Business earn a 2-1 lead, 8 minutes left.
Foe need to take a step back. They need to breathe, relax, and figure out what the game plan is. We're starting to see them get a little too scrappy, a little too energetic on some of these plays, right? Overshield was coming up. You're in a 2v4. You can't just be jumping out and trying to grab it when you know players are looking. It's too desperate. And suddenly you're starting to see Business take real advantage of the game state. They are flying at Foe, starting to get flag after flag. Foe needs to stop the bleeding.
Business have Foe in a blender, and it's not just been simply from pure aggression and holding forward. They're doing it meticulously, chipping away at this lead and now gaining it up 3-1, tripling up on it actually after Foe score first. A nice regain here from Business, needing this game 3 to stay alive in the series.
TchiK was able to find that heat wave, and he's gonna have plenty of players to take down with it. The 2-tap into a shot for the double, and you can see pressure starting to come in from the P side. What I love about this is Foe's pushing from all angles. They're filling in each lane and pulling the flag out at the same time. Yes, Business is going to be able to have a more forward spawn, but as long as you're aware, you can usually deal with the repercussions.
TchiK, excellent recognition of the spawn system, works its way from car to P side, goes down, but I gotta imagine they earned enough slays. Avenue with a hero moment. He's the last player alive for Business. That single slay actually is gonna allow his team to spawn up. Business have a chance to reset this.
Where's the spawn for Foe? Are they close enough? There's 3 players in that base. They're trying to just desperate towards the flag. Taulek gets a shot on the cross. Business
now
3 up.
Slays. They cannot desperate for this flag if you're Foe. You've got to earn a couple more slays, and they don't. Instead, Business earn the slays. 3 go down, counter cap goes through, and this could be a gut punch momentum swing that Business need.
Avenue, the villain, the stand-in for TchiK, was last alive and made the impact play, got the kill, and oh, this is a beautiful flank. Taulek does this masterfully, able to get behind the players at the right time. They have an extra shield to work with, and the shots for Manny ring true. Last shot, no problem. Flag comes back home and capture number 4 on the board.
Deja vu, back-to-back scenarios where Business scored despite the fact that Foe got a flag out. Unbelievable. Business are able to take a 4-1 lead because of it. 3 go down, and they're continuing to roll. 4 go down now for Foe as Business look like they're going to take game 3.
And at the same time, Complexity take a 2-0 lead on the best team from Mexico. Taulek, this is about as easy as you can get. This is the most dominant 3 minutes I've seen on Aquarius in quite some time. It's going to come down to these last moments that they can ice up for Foe. As they do have a flag out on its way, they will get this return, the counter on its way, but you have to do this another 3 times after this flag capture.
5 minutes left, but Foe are down 3. Business have absolutely regained control of this match and the momentum, you could maybe even argue, in this series, as Foe scored first, but it's been all Business ever since, scoring the next 4 scores. Another reset goes through, 2 more go down for Foe, and Business can play defense the rest of the way to secure the victory.
Sometimes little mistakes add up, right? And that's a tiny mistake from WuTum, right? He gets the kill, gets the trade, but he needed to play a little bit closer to that player. If you stand inside that flag ring, you can prevent it from being returned. WuTum had a real chance to keep that flag alive. Instead, Business get the return and will have a chance to play in the neutral game once again.
3 go down though for Business. Foe have a chance, and if they can cut this lead in half, on Aquarius, you could argue they have enough time to come back. This is still a game as zMightys pushes on through, earns the slay. WuTum on the other side of the map with the flag out, and it looks like Foe are going to secure it. They are, in fact, going to cut this lead in half, and it looks like Foe have a little bit of life, and if they can earn this next overshield, they're right back in it.
Great shots downrange. All this pressure coming over on the P side. You can see Foe and Business going trade for trade, but Manny will be the one that reaps the rewards. Overshield in the top middle position. All the players from Foe trapped at the back base.
Manny with the overshield. This now gives Business the chance to close the door, to shut it tight, and potentially earn the reverse sweep, the start to one at least. As 2 go down on each side, Manny still with the trickle left of that overshield, going to utilize it to stay alive in this situation. 1 HP because of the extended overshield, and Business, you can really see they're patiently playing through their process here, up by 2. They're not going to overextend here.
Well, if they're able to find that last player in their base, they're going to be able to extend out, but you have to play just like a quick pace in these final 3 minutes, knowing that you have to capture 2 flags to at least push this to overtime. You have to average a flag cap in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
2 down for Business. The clock is like a 5th teammate now for Business, as Foe need to score here in the next minute or so to feel like they have a chance and an opportunity with the time to come back. Taulek and Last Shot looking to potentially combine for defense here on this flag run as TchiK gets it out, but he goes
Jimbo
down, and despite what it looked like, Last Shot in positioning to stop this flag. Foe continue to move it forward, but ultimately going to get shut down. Business, it looks like, will earn the re.
And they just kept playing forward and forward, kept the flag going, but in the meantime, Business were okay with it as long as they got position in their base. Last Shot's playing patient. He's not going to pull. Honestly, I think he maybe could have even played a little bit slower right there and try to get behind that flag carrier. But when he got shots like that, when you can hit perfects like that, it changes the complete game. And yeah, he just does it again. Oh my, this kid is just unbelievable.
We saw WuTum popping off, the rookie on Foe. Now we're starting to see the Last Shot, the rookie on Business, starting to answer back, as it looks like Business will answer back and potentially take this game. But got a mixy situation here where Foe could actually make it a 1-score game, a 1-pull game. It felt like they were down and out, but if they get this reset, they're right back in it.
2 on the bottom half of the map. Mighty's pushes through. The problem is they're always tethered back to their base because they always have to keep a player back here to deal with the flag. WuTum made a hero play over by Mighty's, but not going to be able to get that return. The rest of Foe, this is their chance. They have to get this return right now. You need as much time on the clock as possible to try to find that 4th capture.
Mighty's earns the reset.
Please tell me they get
And
it.
on the other side, WuTum could potentially make it a 1-pull game with 1 minute left. Foe have life and could potentially send us a sudden death OT, but they need to work out of spawn. They need to earn these next couple slays, but instead, Business have set up for a counter cap, and you wonder how they're going to play this. Are they going to play for the counter cap or the trap of spawns? 3 down for Foe. Business waiting, and it looks like they will get that flag out. They're going to attempt to score it and end it right here.
I kind of like the idea of Taulek not pulling that flag and working on a spawn trap to where they restrict Foe's movement, right? The only thing that you need to really worry about is Foe getting across that 50-yard line. And that's why they leave that flag early, right? They're pulling Foe back. As long as you keep them in their own base, you can feel pretty comfortable. Throw the flag out, make it a distraction. You're not trying to win the game right away. All it is keeping Foe preoccupied.
Yeah, I love this strategy here from Taulek. He's not looking to score. In fact, he's just looking to get the flag out and simply burn away at this clock. But Jimbo got 2, and Foe have a chance, but Taulek playing his life, playing for the double, and it could win this game, but no, TchiK wins it instead. 8 seconds left, and this one's gonna get the pie chart at the bottom of the screen.
Here we go. Overtime. Mighty's finds 1. That flag is out, and Business have to trek very far. I don't know if they can get there in time. That flag is moving.
My God. There is no way that Foe can come back to tie it. They do. We're going to OT.
Hey, Jimbo might have had a real rough start to this game, but he is making plays. He got into that overextend, got the double kill. Flag pulled out because of it. Eventually, they're able to overwhelm them, and I think Taulek got sucked a little bit too far back into his base, back to his own base, trying to make a play towards that flag. Overshield gonna be priority. Jimbo missing some elbows, but still, that overshield should go in Mighty's hands.
You have to wonder if Business felt a little too comfortable with that 3-score lead. Now it's Mighty's with the overshield and a double kill. Heat wave in his back pocket. And he's got the opportunity to bring Foe back, scoring 4 in a row to miraculously steal this series and this game.
The heat wave being cautious right now as Mighty allows his teammates to play forward. Business slowing their pace down considerably and have not been able to move out of their base. And, well, I think it's going to come to bite them. Look at how Foe is just able to live on the other side.
WuTum pushing in through. He's on the Business side of the map, but he's got some trouble to deal with. That's 2 players for Business. Manny combining for a potential team wipe here as Foe go 3 down. Now 4. Mighty's a little staggered here. Now Business could absolutely put the stake in the heart of Foe, and finally secure that victory.
Fantastic job by Business not to be overwhelmed by the onslaught of players from Foe. They eventually found their break. This is their chance. They're just waiting for that first pick.
Business playing this one patiently. As Taulek combines for the slay.
I love what Business did right there. They realized their push was dead when they lost the number at first. Both of them head back towards mid because they knew where TchiK was. They found that number, right? They get the kill, they equal up the numbers. It prevents Foe from getting too much advantage in this spot. So Business, they're playing the war, right? They're not worried about each individual battle. They're worried about the eventual position that they can get on the map.
Taulek maintaining his life here at top mid. He's been the tip in the spear for Business, and Overshield's up. Who's going to secure it? Jimbo does, but he goes down shortly after. It looks like WuTum, though, is able to swoop through, steal it potentially, and this could bring Foe right back. This could be exactly what they need, as WuTum has a little bit of OS left to work with. He's got the slay on Manny, now looking to push through, earn a couple more. Avenue and last shot on the generator corner. And for now, it looks like WuTum does a good job. Good timing to disengage and earn some more shots cross map on Avenue, but Avenue wins it outright and regains control of the mid map.
2 players in this back base. Here comes the push from Foe. That flag's out, but it just doesn't go anywhere.
TchiK. Last line of defense potentially here. He's got the heat wave. No shots left. Oh, the timing a little off. You can feel him click the right trigger, but there's no ammo left. No plasma left in that heat wave. As he goes down, the flag gets reset. And Garrett, it kind of feels like Business should have already scored by now. They've had a much better sequence here in OT, but it's still highly contested.
They're just knowing like what cost them in the last game was the mistakes when they were in the opposing space. This time, they're not trying to make any sort of mistake. They're playing cautious. They're making sure that they play textbook Halo. Get the pick, push through, get the base, pull the flag, clear the lane, right? It's a checklist that they've been trying to get through. But WuTum and zMightys, the last 2 players alive, combined for the shot. zMightys was across the base. He's trying to get an advanced timing. I call this a gambit. When you pull the flag, when you have those numbers advantage from the other side, if you get the timing just right, you might just steal a game.
zMightys was the last player alive. He stopped the flag run from Business. Now has it out into the generator as Foe have 2 on it and the potential to win this game and this series. But 4 go down. Business with a chance to win it in the final minute.
Where's the spawns? Where's the spawns? zMightys the only player up. zMightys the only player up. zMightys gets the kill. He slows Business down. 3 players up for Foe now. They're spawning over on the P side. It's going to be an overextend, but an overshield that once again is denied. Taulek getting up into the face of WuTum and the rest. That overshield still on the ground. Do the players of Business back smack in time? Overshield on body. Avenue!
The timing on that by Avenue. He doesn't allow for the Achilles spine. Instead, he takes a full overshield to work with and wins this one because of it. Now it's WuTum coming off spawn in the fridge, somehow winning that melee battle pugilistically against the OS.
I don't want to hear a mouse and keyboard player ever complain about the lunge and the hits once again. He just won a melee battle against the overshield.
Madness here in game 3 as 3 go down for Foe once again, and Business again look like they have the front foot, look like they have the numbers edge. Do they have the win? Here we go.
Last shot throws it out. He's being cautious. I don't like that he threw it out in the middle. I think he could have gotten to that car side in time. Instead, it's going to be an overtime rush. All the players of Foe spawn towards that P side, working through the middle. They have 3 players in a triangle defense around that flag. It looks like overtime is confirmed and gone. We're going to go to another game where it'll be first to capture wins.
2 pie chart sudden deaths, 2 overtimes. These guys are going to need an entire reset to potentially win this out. It's going to be next score wins, but 15 minutes on the clock. Garrett, which way does this go?
This is going to be like a 20-something minute game of flag, but honestly, it's going to be such a tough battle. One thing I did notice from Business, right, you talked about it a little bit, they weren't as aggressive as they were in the regular time. In overtime, they constantly got into the base, but rarely pulled the flag out. And when they did, it was always like a middle route where if you don't have the correct timing, it was going to be a tough flag to get home. I would have liked to see them maybe try to play a little bit quicker. God,
that's when I thought the game could have been.
I thought this was over.
Yeah, that's when I thought the game could have been over right there. And I took a quick glance at the stats, Garrett, and it looked like, how does WuTum win this? Oh, he got the extra DMR shot in there. It looked like that was the difference.
Have you ever heard that beeping before? Like, oh, listen to this. Oh, dude. When you have that damage, right? Your Spartan starts beeping like that. It's insane. Right? Listen. It didn't come in.
That was unbelievable. It's not often you win a melee battle against the Overshield, and you take a look at the final stats, Garrett, and I believe Business had a +10 kill death disparity.
Yeah, it's
objective efficiency wasn't there, but Business still here and alive in the series. As we jump on board, back on board with this OT matchup, Business versus Foe, OT2, next score wins.
Already, Mighty's stuck in the back base of Business. I wonder if he's like, if I hide long enough, they just will never check for me. No, Last Shot was like already looking at his back flag, but with players going down on the side of Business, 3 down. Last Shot was the only player really in a position to potentially stop Mighty's, but he needs to race the clock. Last Shot does get there in time, but can he withstand the rest of Foe?
WuTum with perfect shots and a perfect start here to overtime as he's earned 4 slays for his team. Eventually goes down. 3v3 for now. Mixy scenario, but that flag's still out. And Jimbo's gonna inch it forward. He's gonna regain his shields. 3 go down for Business, and this could be it. Foe could earn 4 in a row to steal this series, and it looks like they might just.
They're all on high ground. They're just trying desperately to stop him, but there's nothing you can do. Seeing that flag get captured and seeing your first series slip from your hands, Business get taken down 3-0 as Foe continue making heads turn.
Heartbreaking for Business. They were up 4-1 on Aqua CTF Game 3, a Game 3 they needed to win to stay alive in the series. That's got to be one of the, based on just pure volume, Garrett, one of the greatest comebacks we've seen in Halo Infinite.
That's, yeah, I think that's probably the second best comeback I've seen on this map. The only one that I remember that's better was back in Season 1, HCS Anaheim. Cloud9, down 4 flags with 2 minutes left in the game, were able to get those captures.
They scored 3 in 45 seconds. Yeah. It was unbelievable. So you're right. That takes the top spot, probably always will, but I think we just witnessed number 2 right there.
I feel like what we've seen is Aquarius has become one of the best flag map games in Halo's, I don't want to say like history, but it definitely is becoming one of my favorite to watch and play consistently.